Hello and welcome back to Champions and Beyond. In this video we're going to do my first playthrough with the other new hero from the Next Evolution expansion pack, Cable. Now we're using his pre-constructed deck and I've decided to go up against Red Skull. Now Red Skull likes to play with side schemes, Cable likes to play with side schemes. Because of this, if Cable does his job well, Red Skull is still going to be a fairly decent challenge. If Cable does his job poorly, Red Skull is going to accelerate even faster. So that's the idea behind this matchup. We've done the setup, we have the red house in play, we have the side scheme deck. We are using Red Skull's recommended modular sets, so there is Hydra Patrol and Hydra Assault in the encounter deck. We have no threat on the main scheme. We're going to draw up our hand. So we already have and Technovirus Purge. Right, so mission planning isn't really useful at this point. Sidearm isn't really useful at this point. I think I'm going to get rid of the telekinetic force field. And I'm actually going to get rid of established parameter. So let's draw up another 4. Right, so that's actually quite an interesting hand. So our setup ability, we are going to get established perimeter back. Well, that's going to come in with 2 threat on it. And what we're going to do, we are going to flip up to begin with. We are going to thwart for 2 and get rid of established perimeter. Now we're going to put our victory display up here, so 1 side scheme in there. We are going to get a tough stats card and ready. We are then going to use Power of the Mind to play Mind Scan, which will remove all the threat from the red house. Put that in the discard pile. We are going to use Precognition and Mind Scan to play Uncanny X-Force, and we are going to put the Technovirus Purge. Ooh, actually, I'm going to reverse that slightly because I just thought about it. See, thinking is useful. So we're going to play the Technovirus Purge first. And we're going to put the 3 threat back on. So when we play, let's go all the way back. So we had those, we had those, we had that. So we play that one first. We're then going to use Power of the Mind to do Mind Scan to take 4 threat off. We're then going to thwart again to remove this one, which now gives us Psionic and which now gives us Psionic and +1/+1/+1. We have the tough, so we're going to leave the red house in play. And then we're going to spend the 2 to put in Uncanny X-Force. And that will end our turn. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ready back up. So we go on to Red Skull's turn. We're going to add 1 threat onto the main scheme. We then add a side scheme, which is going to be, of course, it's the Sleeper Awakens. So the Sleeper comes in with 5 health. There's no threat on this one, but that's absolutely fine. Red Skull is now going to attack us for 0, 1, 2 plus 1. So he attacks us for 3, which will go on the tough. The Sleeper is then going to attack us for 3. We're just going to take the 3. We then get a bad card, which is going to be the Hydra Regular, which will incite 1. So we are going to use Frenemies to put in Forced Amnesia, and we're going to do that on the red house because we don't want it to keep coming back and blocking us, damaging Red Skull. We can then use Sidearm and Power of the Mind because Caliban is psionic traded. So he then discards cards until we get the ally. Who's now Professor? We're going to get Sunspot into our hand. Now we can attack for 3, and Caliban can attack for 2 to take out the Sleeper. Sleeper is going to leave the game, and not that one, the Sleeper Awakens. Again, let's rewind this slightly, because there is another way to do it that I just completely missed. So we're going to go back to this. We're going to thwart for 3. We're going to remove the red house. And because of that, because we've put Forced Amnesia on it, it goes into the victory display. So we now have 3 side schemes in the victory display already. Because we've defeated a side scheme, we ready. Then we attack for 2, we attack for 3, we get rid of the Sleeper. He leaves the game. The side scheme leaves the game. Caliban takes 1 damage. And we're going to leave him out. Already, I've noticed Cable is a bit more of a fun timing puzzle. Already, first 2 turns I've already got caught out twice with it, but this is our first game, having a look at him. So let's ready back up. Right, so we're going to add 1 threat on, so it's going to take us up to 3 on the main. Red Skull, we had Sense of the Past. Now Red Skull is going to attack us for 1, 2. And the regular is going to attack us for 2. So we go down to 5 health. We get our encounter card, which is going to be Red Skull's right hook. So we have to discard 1 of each resource to get rid of it. We don't have a physical to be able to do that. So that one is out of the question. So what we should have readied. So what we're going to do, Caliban is going to knock out the regular. We are going to thwart for 3 and get rid of the side scheme. Which will ready us. Caliban takes his 2nd consequential damage. Now, so that readied us. We are going to thwart for 3, bringing the main back down to 0. So I think we'll keep the side scheme. We're going to spend 3 to do a telekinetic blast. There are 3 side schemes in the victory display, so that is 9 damage, bringing Red Skull all the way down to 3. We will take the retaliate because it is an attack, and we're going to flip down. So we are up to 6. Now we're going to add 1 threat onto the main scheme. Red Skull is going to get a side scheme, which is Hydra Patrol. 2 threat on. Red Skull is going to scheme for 2, I think. Yeah, 2 plus and another boost card. So he's only going to scheme for 2, but he is going to get a tough status card. Ooh. Again, I'm missing so much. So sorry, we had call for backup in our hands. So let's put those 5 back. When we defeated that, it won't matter because we're still in Alter Ego. We could put back Precognition, Mind Scan, and Frenemies. Yeah, let's put those 3 back into our deck and draw up. Been a little while since I played Red Skull, but let's try and remember everything we need to be doing. So we then draw up 5. It won't matter because he still schemes for 2. This one still comes into play. So we got to 3 on the main. Oh, we already had 3 on the main, sorry. Yeah, 3 on the main. Then we get our encounter cards, so we get another Hydra regular, which is fine. We will Insight. So now we did get Mind Scan. We have got Locked and Loaded. So we are going to heal for 4. Go back up to 8. We are going to flip up. We are going to use Frenemies to play Locked and Loaded. We'll come in with 2 threats. We're going to use Call for Backup and Plasma Rifle to play Grey Malkin. So we are going to Thwart for 2 with Caliban, taking no consequential damage to get rid of Lock and Loaded. Now we can search for a weapon and put that into play. That one is going to go in the victory display, so we're up to 4. And we're going to go back and get the Plasma Rifle. So we will spend the energy and exhaust the Plasma Rifle to delete the Hydra regular. We're going to keep hold of Mind Scan. Yeah, we're going to keep hold of Mind Scan for this turn. Draw back up. Okay. So we're going to add 1 threat onto the main. So we go up to 5 on the main. Red Skull is going to get another side scheme, which is going to be the prison camps. That's going to come in with 3 threat on it. Red Skull is now going to attack for 1, 2 plus a boost. 3 damage. We go back down to 5. We get our bad card, which is Red Skull's Luger. Again, 1 of each resource to get rid of it. So, again, we didn't ready up. Think everything through. So, EVA is a wild. Uncanny X-Men and Askew is going to have to be the way we do it. So, that's 3 of those. We're actually going to get rid of the Luger for the minute. We're going to spend Grey Malkin and Body Slide to do a Mind Scan. Now we have 4 in the victory display, so we get to remove all the threat from the main scheme. We are going to thwart for 3 off of the prison camps. That will get us an ally. Let's have a look. So we will get Deathlock, and we are going to get the sidearm. I know we've gone through at least one of those. That's sidearm. Not noticing what I'm doing. Shuffle. So we ready Grey Malkin, we ready ourself because we defeated a side scheme. We are going to use Deathlock to attack for 3, but he has ranged, so we just remove the tough. We don't take any consequential damage. We are going to thwart for 2 with Caliban and remove the other side scheme, which is Hydra Patrol. So we go and search and put a minion into play. We'll get the regular. He's put into play, so I don't think Insight triggers. We'll use Grey Malkin to fire the plasma rifle to go through him. And what we're going to do, we're actually going to flip down and heal, taking us back up to 9. We're going to deck out next turn. Build support is a bit useless now because I've got these two. Oh, I suppose I get Professor. Oh, I suppose so. Right. So we're going to add 1 threat onto the main scheme. We're going to get a side scheme, which is going to be Hydra Reinforcements, which can come in with 2 threat. We get attacked for what? No, sorry, he schemes for 2. It's ready back up. So it wasn't an undefended attack, so he just schemes for 2. Up to 3 on the main. We then get a bad card, which is going to be a Hydra Jet Trooper. That has quick strike, but that doesn't really matter. So we're on to our turn. We're going to flip up. We are going to spend an energy. We are going to spend a fist, and we are going to spend a mental to get rid of the right hook. We are going to thwart for 3, which will clear this side scheme. and in doing so we get to discard a non-elite minion. That will ready us, that will ready Grey Malkin. We'll use build support and power of the mind. Oh, and Deadpool actually, because then we can still use Grey Malkin to fire the gun to bring in Phantom X. Now Phantom X will go and search for EVA. EVA. So we're now on this. Red Skull has 3 life, so Deathlock is going to... I didn't even notice that. Accidentally putting 3 damage on him when he should only have 1. Right, Deathlock is going to attack with his sidearm. He has 3 life, so he still has 1 left. We're going to knock Red Skull into stage 2. We are going to get an encounter card for defeating him. And he's going to come back in with 16, not 15. So, 16 life. We have an encounter card. We are going to use Grey Malkin to fire the gun, take him down to 12. What is it the EVA actually does? So we can attack for 1 with Phantom X and then heal him with EVA, going down to 11. We are going to thwart for 3, removing all the threat from the main. And we're going to say bye to Caliban, since we're about to shuffle anyway. Caliban is going to attack for 2. Bringing him down to 9. Now, we're going to add 1 threat onto the main. We get the final side scheme from the side scheme deck. Before we do that, God, I'm forgetting everything, trying to remember all these triggers. 4 cards. We shuffle. We're going to take 3 encounter cards this turn. We got a 5th card. Then this comes in and we have to discard cards, I think. Yeah, discard the top 5 cards. Which is only actually 2 threat on it. 1 wild and 4 mentals. Which is mad. Oh, we still didn't ready. God, such a rush for this game. I keep forgetting the very basics, which isn't good. So he's now going to attack us for 1, 2, 3, 4, which we take to the face, down to 5. These, not there's many left, but shuffle and recreate the deck. We then get our third encounter card. So the first one is the Hydra Flame Soldier. The second one is a Caught Off Guard. So I think we're going to lose the sidearm. Sorry, Deathlock. I think a Hydro Exo Soldier. Which has toughness. Now, what did we draw? So we're going to start off, we're going to precognition. So we get to look at the top 5 cards. I think we're going to get rid of Hail Hydra. Going to put them back in that order. Now we're going to use Grey Malkin to fire the gun and take out the Flame Soldier. For step 1, we are going to use Phantom X to thwart 2 off the side scheme, remove 2 off of this one and defeat it. We take no consequential damage because of Uncanny X-Force. EVA will take off the tough. We are going to spend 2 to put Temporal Leap on the main scheme. I know it's not technically on the main scheme, but I'm going to put it up there to remind me. Deathlock is going to attack for 2 and leave play. Cable is going to attack for 3, and we're going to get rid of this Exo Soldier. We are going to flip down. It's ready back up. And draw up. Okay. So add 1 threat onto the main scheme. We get a side scheme which is going to be Hydra Reinforcements. That will give us an additional encounter card, which I think I've been forgetting to pay attention to that. I maybe should have had one earlier on. Anyway, so we had 1 on, he's going to scheme for 3. 4, 5. So that's 6 total going on. It takes up to 7. We then get 2 encounter cards because of reinforcements. Spreading Lies. So this will come in with 2, it's going to go up to 4. We would then add 2 onto the main, but this is where we trigger this one. We go and get a side scheme from the victory display. So I'm actually going to scoop all of these. We're just going to get the established perimeter back. That card is going to continue to leave play the upgrade. We would go up to 9 on the main, but then we remove 4 of that and leave 5 on the main. And we're going to have 6 on the side scheme. Because it comes back with the 2. Yep, 5 on there, 6 on there. Yeah, because it comes back with the 2. And then we remove 4 from the main onto the side scheme. The main went up to 9. We stopped it from advancing. But that's that. And then we get Twisted Reality. We will put Twisted Reality on the established perimeter. Because I think we can do that. And that does Insight 1 as well. So back up to 6 on the main. Right, Red Skull is on 9 health. So I do think we can do it. We are going to spend Grey Malkin to generate a lightning and pay 2 more lightnings to bring in Sunspot. Sunspot will deal 3 damage. Because we paid with 3 lightnings. We are going to thwart the side scheme and defeat it, which will ready us and ready Grey Malkin. Let's just double check how many we have in the victory display. We have 1, we have 2, we have 3 side schemes in the victory display. So we will spend the lightning to shoot Red Skull for 3, bring him down to 3. We can then just punch for 3. We could add a sidearm somewhere. Sunspot could attack for 3 if we added it onto him. Phantom X and EVA could both deal an additional damage. So I think by the time we do that, he goes down to -5. We did have Mind Scan, we could have got rid of this. Got a Tough. We would have got an extra encounter card. I think we still win. And we do maybe -4, but yeah. There we go. So, Cable. Now, I didn't think he would be as thinky as he has, but trying to time that ready up. Obviously in Red Skull you're always going to have side schemes, so he always gets that ability. Against most villains you're not going to get that. That's maybe why you might lean towards the one way or another Justice build, so that you can still get those side schemes out as well as your own player side schemes. I don't know, who knows, but that was fun. That was good fun. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my content. I'm sorry, this was a learning game with him, and I did a lot more take backs than I usually would. I do apologise on that one, but trying to get to learn a new hero. So, until next time, happy gaming.